Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D. And today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Five of Arrows and Frustration. And I know we've all been frustrated with staying at home and listening to orders and doing what's right and staying safe. That's the biggest part. But, life can get frustrating sometimes, especially when you can't hit your target. Just like, this guy trying to hit the goat. 4 arrows are already flying and he's already got the 5th one notched, and you can tell he's getting frustrated because he's lost sight of the focus. Okay, this unfocused energy that this hunter has, or this unfocused energy that we all have with this disease that's going around, that's leading to anger, and it's that mounting. And what is anger? That's that mounting frustration that we have as we're moving forward. Okay, and what it tends to do is, just like this hunter, it leads to wasted energy in the resources. Here he's lost 4 other arrows, and now he's got to rely on his last one to knock the goat down. And just like the wastefulness of the resources and the energy that we have, as we wait for these things to open up and wait for businesses to open up, get back to running back to normal. It's frustrating to live it. All right. It's frustrating to have to go to work, for a couple hours a day and then come back home and work from home. And it's frustrating for those that have to go to work, and there's no parts, there's no, things to put vehicles together, or, maybe it's frustrating that, you have to take a pay cut during all this stuff. There's a lot of frustration that's in there, and there's a lot of anger. And, with protests going on and things of that nature, and going to the government and protesting this and protesting that, that's what that frustration is about. People, expressing their frustration with governments and things of that nature. And, it's all part of the beast, because, everybody wants to be free. They enjoy the freedoms that they have. But yet at the same time, as soon as somebody restricts those freedoms, restricts their movements, they become frustrated with a process, that the government is trying to control to ensure, that people stay safe. Okay. Now, the opposite side of this frustration is having, self-control and discipline with moving forward. If you can have that self-control as you're notching that last arrow to hit that goat, if you can be more self-disciplined and steady your breath and breathe a little bit and focus on what's happening, and it may be only a split second, but if you take that time to, take a deep breath, think about it for a little minute, be still with your thoughts and be still with your energy, what you'll find is that you gather some of that self-control and some of that self-discipline to move forward. And what that allows you to do is that it allows you to remain emotionally focused, focused on what the issue is at hand. For this case, the guy trying to hit the goat, so that you can achieve that goal or desire, whatever it is. I know for myself, I've been off here for the last 4 or 5 weeks, and frustrated with things that are going on in my life, over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and it's just a lot of it has to do with the COVID. A lot of it has to do with personal decisions that are out there, and it's frustrating when you have a target that you want to hit and yet you can't make it, and the goals and the path that you're on, it's just another challenge that you have to get over. And the challenges that I've had here over the last 5 weeks is a lot of it's motivation, but a lot of it's technical issues. And it's just I switched from using my phone as a camera back to a camera, because one of the frustrating parts that I had was when I was uploading the videos, the port on my computer is loose, and sometimes I wouldn't get the video off the phone because I have to use a USB cord, things of that nature. And it becomes frustrating because here you want to give out a good product, but yet you can't do those things that you want to do because of the connectivity that's going on within the computer. So now I'm going to try the SD card and see how that happens, and become more focused on getting that message back out to you, and maybe expanding some of that focus so you can achieve your goals and desires. To see clearly what's moving on ahead is you must be steady, and you must, steady your mind and breathe. Take that time where you can actually think about what you want to do, get back into that emotional focus on moving forward with the message. And that's what I'm doing here, is I've emotionally focused myself over here for the last week to 2 weeks. What is it that I want to do to move forward? How do I want to go about doing things? And how do I get past this lack of motivation? And how do you get past the frustration? And it's going back to the basics, going back to, why I started this channel, why I, wanted to do things. And it's frustrating along the way, but yet at the same time, you have to continue moving forward. You have to be steady with your mind and breathe. The other piece of that is, sometimes you have to take time to laugh at the situation that you're in, and find, the joy and happiness that was really out there for this guy who's notched this arrow. It's, okay, I've got one arrow left, and if I hit my mark, I'm going to have some meat on the table, which is going to be joy and happiness for the rest of the family. I don't have to starve tonight. For the YouTube channel, it's just finding that joy and happiness on why I started it, and going back to, what that actual goal is, and staying on that, and looking at the situation differently, and look at what's successful and what's not successful. Look at what's good moving forward, and what I've done in the past. It's focusing on your energy on the goal and resolving the challenges ahead, that lie on your path, on that path ahead. Here, this guy's got, okay, I've got one last arrow. I need to really focus, and I need to make this count, whether it's within that split second or within a month. Need to focus, take that emotional focus, okay, relax, breathe, steady myself, and get back to delivering a message. Get back to, conquering the challenges, not get frustrated over the little things that, knock you off, because, for every frustration, there's actually a learning opportunity, that you can learn something. Don't get frustrated by it. Look at the opportunity that's there in front of you and try to learn from it. By refocusing on that true target, in this case, the goat, or, in my case, what that, focus means to me is staying on that true target. Staying on that goat, staying on that aspect of, reading tarot from any beach in the world, reading tarot from, a desert or wherever I'm at, providing the videos to you, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, monthly basis, however it may be, and, I've got some things in the back of my mind that I want to work on. And, I've kind of redeveloped my challenges, redeveloped my focus on moving forward. And, with any business plan, you also have to look at that. I mean, just look at what's going on in, today's world. The new normal is not anything like the old normal. Businesses are having to relook at how they do business. They're looking at their supply chains. They're looking at, how they want to do manufacturing. They're looking at, who can we leave at home to work remotely? Does it make sense? Is it easier? Is it more cost effective? Do we need this space? Do we need this many people doing things? Can we get leaner? That's all, refocusing the business so that it's more profitable moving forward. And that's kind of what I've done, with this channel too, is I'm refocusing my energies on how I want to move forward. And at the same time, I have to be steady with that aim. This hunter has to be steady with his aim to hit that goat. Business people have to be steady in their decision making, to make sure that things are profitable, that people are staying safe in their workplace, moving forward. Because when you become steady with what's going on, and you actually breathe and you relax and you don't get frustrated, what happens is things start happening a lot easier for you, and you're able to hit your goal. And in this case, hit it with precision. It may be his last arrow, but if he relaxes and he steadies his mind, he's going to hit that goat right where he needs to. Okay, and he's not going to be frustrated anymore. All right, it's the same thing, with myself. If I breathe and relax and follow the game plan that I have set up, in my mind, I'm going to be able to hit my goal with precision, and work forward. And same thing with the businesses during this COVID COVID-19 stuff. That, yeah, there's going to have to do some changes out there, but if they remain focused and don't let their emotions get involved, and keep the safety of the workers at bay, and if everybody does their part in staying safe, and cover their mouth and wearing masks, wearing face shields, things on that nature. Yeah, sure, it's frustrating at the time, but if everybody does what they need to do, we're all going to get out of this in a better manner. So that's today's message at Five of Arrows Frustration. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and this is D for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care and God bless everybody.